Well, welcome back, adventurers. Welcome back to 5 minutes of your time. Well, 5 minutes of your time is going to be like 6 hours of my time because
he's being a little dramatic.
I'm being a little dramatic, apparently. We were at Home Depot shopping for stuff for that in her garden, yes. So we got, well, you can see it, soil, hoses, a few tools, not much indeed, but a little bit. And then she got the guff in her gall while we were shopping at Home Depot to, hey baby, while you're pushing the cart, I'm gonna browse Facebook Marketplace. Now that's concerning because those of you who don't know, the Facebook Marketplace is more or less how me and Brady met through Craigslist.
So, he found a keeper though, so
I don't know. Got you this long, I might as well keep you, right? Got this much work into the project, need to keep it.
Shut up.
Anyway, so yeah, honey, go ahead, browse Facebook Marketplace. Be content, that's fine. So she did, and a few moments later, baby, do you want to go to, where the hell are we going?
I can't remember the name of the town, but it's near Athens.
We're going to Ardensville. That's the town we're going to.
Ardensville, yeah.
But where was it originally?
Monroe. No, he lives in Monroe. It's now, so the camper is near Athens and
Ardensville.
Ardensville.
All right.
He was transporting it to Monroe, where he lives now.
The camper's in Ardensville. He was going to pick it up and take it to Monroe. So what we have done is contacted the seller and say, okay, you have a clear title. It's available. It's a 35-foot. It's a Flagstaff classic super light 35-foot pull behind. Now there's specific like 216B models and stuff like that. I don't know. It's not in the listing, so I can't tell you exactly what it is. Yes, we're at the Okmulgee National Forest. Actually, this whole big area is, we're going through it.
5,000.
But anyway, they listed this camper for $6,500, which is, if you watch Shade Tree Surgeon's video that he did the other night, last night actually, I think, where he was talking about his boat pricing and boat math. We're doing the same thing, but this is camper math. So we're driving 2 hours north to pick up a trailer to bring it 2 more hours south to then drive it another 6 hours south to get it to the, 4 hours south to get it to our midpoint location, which is going to be Valdosta. Thank you, Buck. We're going to owe you on this one, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Tell him thank you again.
Thank you, brother.
So, and that's just the midway point to get this camper down to Tampa, where we're going to be long term after we buy the property. Cart before the horse? Yes, because now we're buying a 35-foot camper that I am now checking to see if the Armada can even tow this thing.
Well, we haven't bought it yet. We're just going to go look at it, but it's really magical, so it might happen.
Again, we've put a lot more before the horse. In fact, I think the supply wagon is before our wagon, before the horse at this point. I'm not even sure anymore. Hey, while we're at it, let's just buy that box truck.
Right? Look,
that'll work.
We need 3 drivers, though.
We need 2
drivers. Wait, we could...
We need 2 drivers, okay, my lord.
Now I thought my brain would get more clear as I got sober, but for some reason it's not all clear yet. Maybe it's in 90 days the clear brain will come.
All right, so you see how this math is working out, right? So we may make some more
The hot boiled peanuts.
Yes, hot boiled peanuts would be fantastic. You have yet to feed me since you agreed to take me on this jaunt, which is a cardinal sin because you did not offer me midday coffee.
I offered you Starbucks.
No. You said, if you want to put it in your GPS to see where it's at.
I was driving.
No. You look at that phone and alter your GPS all the time.
I don't know
while
what
you're
he's
driving.
talking about. No.
So, being that you have yet to offer me a sacrifice, a penance of coffee or food, you're now starting to deal with unhappy demons.
If you think I nailed you between a gas cement pole and the trailer, that was bad. Wait till we get this 35-footer. I'm going to stick you back there just so I can jam you between that one and the pole.
And she's already offered to throw me in the camper for the return trip home, so I don't have to ride up front with her and see the horribleness that is going to occur. Y'all don't understand. Today alone, she's already ran over 2 curbs, making right-hand turns.
I was making sure they were solid. That's all. They got to be a good foundation for the pedestrians.
So, she wants to pick up this 35-foot trailer and then drive it home.
And put it in our 20-foot yard.
Yes. And she wanted to put it in the front yard where the 14-foot lime green trailer barely fits.
Sobriety.
Cart before the horse. But yes, adventures. That is what we have going on this 5 minutes of your time. As you can see, as I said, it's going to be way over 5 minutes of my time. And I'm not going to drag you along for the entire trip. However, I wanted to bring you in on it for the beginning. And I'm going to do little snippets. Y'all know how I do. I make little shorts. Yes, Lake Sinclair's to the right.
Nice.
Also, the Uncle Remus Museum. We need to go to the Uncle Remus Museum before we leave Middle Georgia. Of course. But before I leave Adventures, there is something I have to say. Some stuff I have to get off my chest.
You want a snack?
You want some Mikey nuts?
Well, they're not open today.
He's not open today?
They're not.
Fuck you, Mikey.
Today. Do you want a pizza from the gas station?
No, I do not want a gas station pizza. What kind of Shade Tree Army style food are you offering me? No, this is not a motorcycle jaunt. We're going to look for a first world problem camper kind of shit here. I need first world problem kind of sacrifices. I need you to be up here with those level of donations on that.
There's not a lot of options out here in the country.
Make it happen. I don't care if you have to go out there and find a coffee plant and grind up beans and all the other stuff.
Okay.
Make it happen. But before we do all that, adventures, I have to tell you about my friends and family. The ones that bring me a lot of happiness. That bring both of us.
Our family away from our family.
Our family away from our family. A great deal of happiness. And that is the Forgotten Angels. Now, what the Forgotten Angels do is they take the young men and women that have been aged up through the foster care system or aged out of the foster care system. And to explain that, imagine this is your 18th birthday, a day of celebration, a time you should be happy, a time where you, your family, and your friends should all come together and celebrate you are becoming an adult. Well, for these young men and women, it is not a time to celebrate. It is a time of worry and woe, because on their 18th birthday, they are made homeless. Homeless and hopeless. Hopeless because they have not been given any tools to succeed. They haven't been told what they need to do to be a functioning adult and what they need to do to contribute to society. They haven't been told any of the things they need to become happy. All they're told is, get out of my house. You are no longer my responsibility. The state is no longer paying me a tribute to keep you here, so be gone out on the streets. Figure it out for yourself. And without being given any tools for that kind of lifestyle, you are hopeless because you have no way of knowing what to do, what you should do, who you should go speak with. So you're homeless and hopeless all in one day, just because you're now one day older. It's your 18th birthday. Well, David and Cindy tried to capture these young men and women and bring them into the program and give them a shot at least homelessness, right? So they bring them in and they are provided a tiny home. That is their home. It is not theirs where someone can take it away from them at the whim. It is theirs. They're going to work for it. They're going to make it their own. And they're given hope because David and Cindy don't just bring them in to provide them food and shelter. They bring them in to provide them with the tools that their biological parents refused to give them and that the state-appointed parents denied them. They're going to teach them things like how to tie your shoes, how to go to the doctor, how to go to school, how to get a job so you can pay for a car, and get insurance so you can insure the car that you just paid for. And also how to buy a home, how to get your own apartment, how to spread your wings and venture out into the world, into the society, and to see what the world really has to offer, to provide them a shot at happiness. There's no other way to put it. A shot at happiness. And ladies and gentlemen, folks and creatures of all shapes and sizes, I say this in all my videos now. I'll say it once, I'll say it twice. Happiness is key. Happiness doesn't matter if you have a shiny dime, a gold-plated nickel, or the fanciest, newest car that does all the fancy things this thing does. That doesn't matter. As long as you can be happy with what you have, who you have, and where you're at in life, that's all that matters.
Don't work too hard.
Don't work too hard. Bring happiness to yourself. Now, something else that brings us happiness. Fur babies of the canine variety. And our local distributor of canines of the fur, of the fur baby, right, is Possum Southern Rescue. Possum Southern Rescue adopts out, foster out, brings in young pups, old pups, pups with all sorts of disabilities and ailments, pups with pups. And they offer a shot for these pups to find their forever home, their forever happiness. We've rescued 3. Cerberus, Twiggy, and now a little shot of whiskey.
The kind of whiskey I can't get drunk on.
The only kind of whiskey allowed in our house anymore. So reach out to David and Cindy at Forgotten Angels. See what you can do for them. Reach out to Possum Southern Rescue. See if there's anything you can do for them.
Or your local shelter.
Or any of your local shelters, yes, most certainly. And reach out to Forgotten Angels. There is also a Forgotten Paws now coming into fruition, if I understand correctly. If it's not already in motion, check it out, guys. That's all I got for you. You got anything else?
Peace, love, and happiness.
Peace, love, and happiness. Y'all take care.